We're going to show you how to mount the rear surround on the Smith Dodge Charger Ute. This is starting with a pre-positioned panel right now. So this panel right here has been positioned with a few sheet metal screws. I'll give you a quick walk around to see how everything goes together. You'll have your rubber gasket right here from the original Charger door. You're going to fill the gaps with windshield adhesive at the end when you're done. Usually when you're done painting, you tape this off and fill that with a nice thing of windshield adhesive. I use a little screw here just to hold it at the right height. Use the windshield adhesive, and then you're going to cover this area with a plexi piece that we give you, so you can really hide anything underneath that's going to bond this to the sheet metal of the Charger. Is easy to cover. You can also cover this, since it's covered with plexiglass, you can cut this out for visibility out the side. So this piece right here is a outside corner. It ends right here. So there's a flange at the top. This whole piece goes in separately from the top edge. So unlike our other kits, the Charger is the only one that has a separate 3-piece rear surround. We have a center and 2 sides that then rivet together at the seam, and then the entire assembly is bolted and bonded at the bottom along the edge of the window. I use 3/16 of spacers under the left and the right side to position the glass, and then the gap here, like any window on any automobile, you're going to fill that whole 1-inch flange underneath with windshield adhesive, let it cure, and then it's structurally sound. I use flush rivets on the top edge here so that you can do your body work and smooth out the roof. So that's the look of the finished positioned rear window. I can pull this off, I believe. Let me just get the spacers out here. So if I pull the spacer out, I can pull this window out and show you. We'll set these on the rear fenders, almost a perfect width. This gives you what's underneath. So this flange right here, so this comes trimmed. You roughen up this edge here so the windshield adhesive has something to bond. It's about 3/16, or rather 3/8 of an inch deep. There's a 2x2 aluminum rail that you get with the kit that bonds or rivets to the top rail of the bed. It's easy because it just lines up with the front edge. You know, the 2-inch by 2-inch L bracket here, bent at 110, 112 degrees, really just rivets to the inside edge of the what is the front wall of the bed. I use a rivet. This is a screw to position everything for right now. I use flush rivets, 2 of those on the outside corner. I use flush rivets on the inside of this flange to tie it together. And then I match the line, you know, this rubber line that goes forward on the Charger. I continue the windshield adhesive all the way around to the edge of the window. And then the headliner, as we discussed earlier, is trimmed 2 inches behind the cut, and you basically push this up, and there's a little retainer ledge that we give you that bonds to the inside here. So that really is it. The entire headliner goes up, is held on with a little clip. These pieces here I can remove for you to show you how it goes together with one of these. Let's take this one out for you so you can see how it screws together. These are the spacers for the bottom of the window. And then once again, just I use these self-tapping screws for just about everything. They're amazing. So you can see there's a ledge here at the top, just like on the other side. Pull it out. You can see the flange that slides under. This is a piece that's getting ready for primer. Underneath, there's your aluminum that reinforces the car. Here's your flange. Your flange goes inside here. You're going to rivet flush rivets on the outside before you do body work. This piece here, I can also remove the screw that's holding that. Those self-tappers are terrific. Anyway, this one piece here has a flange. You're going to be riveting to the other fiberglass here. Pull it out so you can see it. The other side is still screwed in there, so you can see where the flange slides underneath. So this flange here, you're bonding the windshield to. You're bonding to the bottom here, you know, along this 90 degree or 110 degree bend of aluminum that's, you know, riveted to the top rail. That gives you the disassembled state. And now that I've positioned everything, I can go ahead and you know, structurally rivet this thing, getting ready for the final bodywork on the car. Fun times.